Hi guys, this is my first time doing a vlog while driving, and I just decided to turn on my camera, actually my phone camera, because funny story, I left my actual vlogging camera at Kimber's house. So Kimberly, if you're watching this, I cannot wait to get my camera back when we go out of town. I'm not gonna say where yet because it's a surprise, and we meet each other one more time, or get to see each other one more time. So anywho, I'm currently driving to Starbucks because I need a distraction. I need to be out of my house so that I can disassociate my home from working, because I consider it like my hobby, but at the same time I just need to get out of my house. For example, when I'm working, I get out of my house, but I just don't want to stay home while editing. Like, I don't know why whenever I am not home and I'm just elsewhere concentrating on my editing, I feel like my work turns out a little better. Sorry if I'm vlogging with my phone and it's like a little shaky, so sorry. Anyway, I'm very excited to edit this next video because it's gonna be a what's it called? I get it or forget it video, and this one is definitely a product that I have been loving for a long time, so I cannot wait to share that with you guys, and it's so affordable. So I don't know if that video is up or not by now because I don't know when I'm posting this vlog, but anywho, what am I doing? Let's turn on this AC. Oh my gosh, it is hot up in here. You guys, here in Arizona, it is so crazy hot. It is finally starting to calm down, and it's now like in the 90s, which is still hot, but I don't know if you guys know how hot it is in Arizona. We are used to hundreds, like in the summer. So when it's in the 90s, we're like, yes, we'll take it. This is one of the hottest states to be in the summer. So I'm so excited that the hundreds are basically over and I'm ready for the fall, and I'm ready for, you know, pumpkin lattes, because I'm actually gonna have one when I get to Starbucks. I know that I quit, some of you guys may not know this, but I quit coffee a year ago, and I just all of a sudden decided to stop because it was giving me very bad acid reflexes and heartburn. So I didn't know at the time what it was exactly that was causing this, and so until someone pointed it out that I used to drink coffee black. I did not used to put creamer on it, and it would be an everyday basis kind of deal. And these heartburns were very frequent. They didn't happen on an everyday basis, but they did happen frequently enough to where I would notice them. So, oops, sorry. I have a truck next to me. Okay. So they did happen pretty frequently. So what I did was I just quit cold turkey, and that was one of the worst weeks of my life because the headaches were no joke. So ever since then, I really, every time I go to Starbucks, I'm like, okay, does that have caffeine in it? And whenever I try to explore with something else, because when I quit coffee, what I did was, instead of just not giving myself anything else, I was like, okay, so since I'm going to not drink coffee, let's replace it with something that has no caffeine and had like the same feel, kind of like coffee. So what I did was I started to drink tea, and I'm still currently drinking a lot of teas. Teas are everything to me. I even got my mother hooked on it. We love tea. Every single time before we go to sleep, we make sure we drink our tea. We have a teapot and everything. So that's what we do now, and my parents still drink coffee, and that's another thing. I am trying to get them to quit too, because I mean, caffeine is still considered a drug, you guys. Whether you want to or not, it's still something that you become dependent on or addicted to. I'm not trying to tell you guys what to do, because I know that there's a lot in the broad spectrum of things. There is quite a lot of coffee drinkers, and it's become basically kind of like a norm. So you wake up in the morning, you have your coffee, and everybody does it, and I understand. That's how I got sucked into it. I mean, not saying that it's a bad thing. I love coffee. Are you kidding me? It's not just the coffee. It's waking up early in the morning, having your warm cup of coffee, the smell, how it makes your tummy feel all warm inside, especially in the winter months. I love it. Oh my God, my mouth is watering right now as we're speaking about it. But nonetheless, you know, it still has its effect on your body. So it will bring you to a good high to where, like, obviously it would wake you up. But at the same time, it could drop you as soon as that caffeine rush is done. So I was noticing that too. And at the same time, at the time that was happening, I was going through a really bad depression period, which I'll probably do a video on that later, because I know that there's a lot of us that do struggle with depression, and I know that it's something that should be taken very seriously, which I do. And whenever someone mentions depression, I automatically just take my time and listen, because people always associate depression with like sadness and suicidal, and it's not always like that. There's different types of depression, and so that's why it took me a long time to basically figure out what was happening. But once again, that's a video for another time. So anyway, I'm at a red light. So I decided to quit because it was also, I felt like my mood swings were very dramatic after drinking coffee. And I would not just drink coffee once a day. I would probably drink it multiple times, not on an everyday kind of basis. Definitely I would have 1 cup of coffee at least, but on the days in which I was at home, just not really doing much, then I would probably drink about 2 a day. So I just decided to, you know what, let's just do it. Let's quit. I'm going to quit and see if this actually changes things. And it did. Dramatically and drastically. It changed a lot of things. And so I just decided to go forth with it and quit. And so it was rough, it was hard, but I can't see myself going back to coffee anytime soon. But I am having a cup of coffee today because I am going to try the pumpkin spice latte today. And I haven't had caffeine, you guys, in such a long time. So this is basically like a treat, but like long after quitting. So I'm not saying that I'm gonna try this and see if I can slowly go back into it. No, it's definitely a treat. I'm just gonna have this cup of coffee because it is fall time and nothing screams fall like a pumpkin spice latte by Starbucks. So I'm going to go do that. I'm sorry if this turned out to be a little bit of a rant. I just wanted to share that story with you guys. I didn't even plan on it when I turned on the camera, but it turned out that way. So anywho, I am pulling up to Starbucks right now, and yeah, maybe. Okay, so I just got done at Starbucks. I'm actually leaving right now. Funny story is I actually had to leave the Starbucks I was at originally, or the one that I pulled up to, because at the time that I went, which was, I think it was like 3:30, there were so many kids there because there is a high school, which is actually my alma mater. So there's a high school right in front of it, and there are so many of them, like the students that after they get off school actually go to that Starbucks. So there was like no room to sit down. So I was like, okay, well then I'm just gonna go to the Starbucks that is I think it's only like 2 miles down. So I was like, all right, no big deal, I'll just go to the other one, which is I did. And it is now 6 o'clock and I am all done. Oh, actually I'm gonna go straight. I'm all done editing that video, so that'll probably be up within the next, hopefully I can upload it tonight, because I still have to make my thumbnail, and I like to take my time with the thumbnail, so time consuming. I wish I didn't have to edit my videos, one, and do a thumbnail. But if I had to take a choice, I'd rather do a thumbnail than edit a video. But so that's all I have to do, and yeah, I'm excited to get it up and going for you guys. I was watching my footage from when I was filming before on my phone, and oh my gosh, you guys, I use my hands for everything. I talk with my hands, and I realize that. So I'm like, okay, wait a second. I'm all about not texting and driving, which, you know, we're all pretty much guilty of it, or at least I know I am, so I'm willing to tell you I am. And but I'm definitely not about Snapchatting and driving, and I'm a big, like, that's a big no-no to me. And I've actually said it so many times on my Snapchat. If you've been following me for a while, you already know this. So when I saw that footage, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm setting such a horrible example. But it's just because I talk with my hands, and this is my first, like, basically my first time doing this. So taking notes, notice I'm not using my hands right now, and I'm keeping my eyes on the road. But yeah, I just wanted to talk to you guys a little more while I'm in the car. So sorry if this video is a little much darker than the last one. I know that it is almost sunset, and actually it is sunset right now. The sun is setting, and I'm not ready for short days, you guys. Who else is with me on that? I do not want summer to be over, but at the same time I'm ready for fall. It's like it's like a love-hate relationship that I have. But I'm actually out of light. That's why I'm talking with you guys with my hands. So anywho, I noticed when I got off work yesterday, which I get off work fairly late. I don't leave work until like 6 to 6:30. And so, oh my gosh, I was driving and I was like, oh my gosh, I noticed I don't really need my sunglasses. And it is because we're starting to have earlier days, meaning the sun is starting to go down earlier, and I'm not ready for that, you guys. I don't like short days, because that means that by the time I get to work, the sun is starting to rise, and I get to work at 6 o'clock in the morning. I have to be at work by 6 o'clock in the morning. So by the time I get to work, finally sun is starting to peek through at 6 o'clock in the morning, and then by the time I'm leaving, the sun is basically gone. So I basically miss all the daylight, and it is so depressing. I don't like it. So, oh well. That means it's because the days are starting to cool off, so at the same time it's a good thing. But I don't like it. I don't like it at all, and I'm a little brat about it. I hate it. But you know, you gotta give and take, I guess. So I'll take the cooler days and take the shorter end of the stick as far as with the days being shorter. But so I'm almost home, but I'm kind of glad I got to do this today. It's kind of like a little I don't know, a little bit of short of time in my day-to-day life. Oh my god, that sun is bright and it's on my face. But I didn't get to go to the Diamondbacks game. We decided not to. I was gonna take my parents, and oh my god, sun, oh my goodness, I can't see. Oh my gosh, you know what, I'll suck it up, I can see. Anyway, we decided not to go, so that's why I just decided to stay editing a little longer than I probably should have. But yeah, we're just like, let's just relax and not really do anything exciting, which, you know, we could just probably watch the game at home and yeah, just relax. Oh my god, that sun is so bright. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this little car ride with me. This was just so spur of the moment. I decided to just go for it and use the cell phone holder that I have in the car. So yeah, oh my god, the sun, huh? So yeah, let me know if you guys like these, and I'll be sure to do some more, because I actually did have a lot of fun talking to you guys, even though I'm actually talking to a phone. But I just thought it was so entertaining to actually, I don't know, share thoughts for the day and stuff like that. So if you guys do like it, please let me know. I'm actually pulling up to my house right now. So yeah, let me know if you do like it, and I would love to do some more of these. So let me know. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.
Don't believe me, just watch.